Hello everyone and welcome to another exciting match of Jet Set Radio Future Bingo Season 4. As always, I'm your pre-recorded announcer, AceBats, printing game awards in Bingo Sync since January 2022. Today we have another exciting match from the North America bracket, where two players will fight out for a chance to find out who will have the Street Star Dom and who will get the Street Star Bottom. In the pink corner, we have the full game world record enthusiast out to win no matter what. It's Yomsa. And in the teal corner, we have a true hero of the guitar out to shred the competition. It's Ruyomii. And as always, we have the duo that thought $100 for a yoga class was a bit of a stretch. It's Twinkachu and Nago.
Hello everyone and welcome to another installation of Jet Set Radio Future Bingo. I am here, Nago is also here.
Hello.
Gonna be a good match, I hope.
I think it's gonna be a good match.
We've had some weird ones lately, so.
True, but this is the first match where two people who've been in finals before are going kind of head to head. Like, this is gonna be one of two matches in the North America group that's gonna be between one of the players from Team Fortress and one of the players from 100% FC. This is the first one. Yomsa Ruyomii. Yomsa obviously played in Team Fortress with me and won last season, and Ruyomii was in a team with 7th Ace. Got second in this really close game 5 whatever thing, but it's gonna be interesting. It's definitely gonna be the first two finalists going head to head of last season, so we'll see how it goes. It'll be very interesting. I hope that Yomsa's game against Soldi was a bit unclear, how good Yomsa is in solo, or at least wasn't a good display of Yomsa's skill, because Soldi kind of just got owned, no offense. And Ryomii's game was also kind of weird because it was, you know, the cursed Ryomi Daft game where
Oh yes.
Daft.
The bingo match of all time.
I recommend just watching it because I feel like I will not do it justice in any way, shape, or form by describing it to you. You should just watch it. It's both extremely hilarious and extremely cursed.
All right.
But yeah, we haven't had like a good like view of how good these people really are. So this is probably going to be our first like, you know, like, yeah, finalists playing. I'm very excited to watch this.
Yeah. On that note, let's take a look at the board. I'm gonna start counting players in. Seems like everyone is ready to go. Up first, we have this board, pretty heavy on Kogane stuff, looks like.
My beloved.
RDH graffiti. Also, I remembered to turn on the regional colors this time, so
nice.
that makes it easier to see.
This is kind of this is an interesting board in the sense that there isn't really anything, any fast like Shibuya-cho souls.
Yeah.
It's like you kind of have to go, either Darkside or Kogane first. I would presume you would probably start, if you want to just go for fast souls, you would go to 99th and pick up grind 15 and points. But even that is not great. You could go get Sewer's Entrance, but like there isn't really a super fast opening here. So I feel like it's kind of open to like what bingos you see. There are some decent like bingos like column 1 and column 5 that both have 4 different Kogane things in them. But it's kind of, I feel like this is a really reactive board where it purely depends on what the players do, and you just kind of have to like react to what your opponent does, and then you get to reassess, you know, what's up. And we'll see, like right now, because they're starting.
I was gonna call it like a non-linear board. I think reactive works well to describe that too. Ruyomii going into Shibuya.
I guess he wants to go for the 2 Hikage souls, which I mean they're not slow, but they're also not that fast.
Yeah.
But
they require
I
getting
don't
the tape, so that's already kind of a commitment to the level.
Yeah, I don't blame him completely. Like, you know, like I think it's nice. It's always nice to go to Shibuya. Hello, ad. But it's always nice to
this keeps
to
happening.
go.
It like resizes my whole layout. Hate this.
Yeah. But it's always nice to go to Shibuya-cho purely because, you know, it's like you can enter it and you can leave it really quickly. Mostly other areas are kind of like really hard to leave. So I get it. It's still a bit weird, but Yomsa seems to be going for the Kogane route where she gets points 40 and then she's going to go into Kogane, which is obviously ridiculously stacked, as we pointed out earlier. Ruyomii does, the one thing that is nice about Hikage is that it has Air 4, which is center square, which is pretty decent, though the 2 like Koganes, the column 1, column 5, you know, don't intersect with center square at any point, so it's still a bit scary to give up a lead into Kogane, but I mean, it remains to be seen exactly how board will work out. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yomsa going bottom point, so she's gonna go for at least special. She might just be going. She might just be going for fast stuff. It's a bit unclear. It's hard to tell. It shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Too like.
Kogane is the most stacked area, like section of the map, so.
Yeah.
There are lots of fast souls to be had here, at least.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, let's see.
Seems like, yeah, Yomsa's gonna go and just leave bottom point after the special, which is fair. That makes sense. It's definitely
Trix is
both players
more
are
of a commitment.
Yeah, both players are just going for I'm going to get a bunch of fast souls. The only problem for Ruyomii is that Ruyomii will run out of fast souls quicker since there are basically no fast souls left in Shibuya-cho unless you want to. No, there's nothing fast anymore.
Yeah. It
so
just depends
now
what he does with this. Like, the 2 squares that he does have are in the same diagonal, but Yomsa's in FRZ, so she can deny that diagonal before it
So you know what?
becomes a
I'm
threat.
seeing something weird right now. So column 1 and column 5 are the two that have like 4 Kogani things, right? But both of those have SDPP in them, and if Ruyomii goes to SDPP, he can get top of observed with grind 20 and special, and then like there's RDH graffiti suddenly becomes this giga value square that does block those 2 Yomsa bingos potentially.
Oh, that's true.
And it could lead into a row 2 bingo, probably something more that you would threaten, but like I think SDPP is a pretty decent play. Like it works out really well. He seems to be going for 99th first, which is fair, but like
yeah,
I think going dark side is a good play from the way that this board is like playing out right now.
Yeah, I think after the initial going to Shibuya, which was like a little bit of a weird decision, this is like the best response to that, especially because Yomsa is in Kogane, so he's not gonna get sniped. Also, that was cool tech.
He gets points 100k now, and that leads into column 3, which is then 2 Shibuya-cho souls.
That's true, but he's heading out towards dark side.
Yeah,
further in.
It's still weird because like you can get SDPP, and then this is kind of scary. I'm not sure if Yomsa sees it, but like from our perspective, it's pretty easy to be like, oh, this is kind of scary. Like this is actually, or well, not scary, but it's like. It means that Yomsa at some point will be forced into doing RDH, and Yomsa's leaving, right? Leaving sewers at least.
Did she get
giving
everything
up.
in FRZ? She did. So.
Yeah, she got everything. I'm very intrigued as to what both players are planning. Okay.
They both.
Ruyomii, yeah.
Yeah. Ruyomii heading further into dark side. Yomsa heading out of Kogane.
Oh, she gonna start? She's starting RDH graffiti?
I think she's going for Riff.
Sure.
Which will deny, if she's worried about column 4, that denies that.
That makes
because
sense.
Ruyomii marked something in dark side, so.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's good, kind of risk prevention. Preventing that bingo from becoming an active threat.
Yeah. Yeah, like this is the big issue with like not going Kogane first is just that it's really awkward, like that it gives up so much board positioning. So now Ruyomii like kind of has to like be like which part, like what is Yomsa going to block, like because Yomsa can just stay in Kogane and block most of the things that he wants to do. It's just which one will she block, and then which one should you do. Lucky with the SDPP play, it kind of keeps your options open for now, but like
the other
still not ideal.
Good thing about the SDPP play is that it'll deny column 1 for Yomsa.
Yeah.
Prevent that from becoming a problem.
Yeah, because that would be like there are a lot of really awkward outcomes for both players if either player didn't fully read what the opponent was doing.
Yeah, none of the bingos that are kind of underway on this board are particularly convenient or easy to go for. So denying them like while you're in an area that's convenient is a good play to prevent them from becoming an issue.
Yomsa's going into Dogen. That could block column 3. It could also set up for row 5, which I hadn't seen, which is also it's a bit of a weird one since it has all 3 areas in them. But it's good just to block column 3 and potentially like force Ruyomii's hand to go into highway 0.
Yeah, all the bingos on this board are like a little bit weird, but
yeah,
if someone can make one of them work, that'll be exciting to see.
This is a very fun. I like the way that this match is unfolding though, because this is a very like kind of antithesis to kind of what I feel like some of the 2v2 bingo meta kind of became, which was like sniping people to one another, or like even 1v1 for a while, like sniping each other to everything. And this is more of a like neither player has been in the other person's area, but like they've been tactically moving to like block each other's bingos, and it's very interesting how it's working out. Like they're both playing quite aggressively without like actually entering each other's areas.
Yeah, it's like you said at the start, this is like very reactive kind of gameplay.
Yes.
They're each player is seeing what their opponent is doing, and instead of directly challenging them, just kind of hoping to out-strategize them. I don't know if we'll see any bingos. This might just come down to a strategy, or to a point game, rather.
Yeah, I think it's definitely looking like a point game, because it seems like both players are acutely aware of what they need to do, and this SDPP play from Ruyomii is just so powerful that like Yomsa has to go around and doing stuff. And yeah, like Yomsa has now blocked Dogen, and now like knowing that like Ruyomii isn't Skyscraper, she has to do RDH Graffiti now.
This game feels a little bit like a chess match almost.
Kinda is. Kinda is.
Yeah. Yeah, Yomsa starting RDH Graffiti. Players currently tied, actually. So,
yes.
In order to maintain that, Ruyomii just has to get 3 more points in the time it takes Yomsa to do this graffiti.
So Ruyomii, okay. So, let's see, what bingos are still open? So for Ruyomii, there's still row 3 is still open, and for both players, column 2 is row 3 for Ruyomii, row 5 for Yomsa, and then also column 2 is completely open for both players.
Yeah. There's probably a scenario in which Ruyomii is able to get row 2, but it would require Yomsa to abandon this graffiti.
Yeah, and I don't think that's gonna happen. I think Yomsa kind of picking up isolated platform and getting like all the FRZ stuff like threatens row 5 enough that like Ruyomii can't do anything but go to Highway 0 and pick up go for Air 5.
Yeah.
So I think all things considered. Yeah, exactly. So there's not much that like Ruyomii really can do except like enter Highway 0, so he can't currently like actively threaten anything that would like force Yomsa off of her graffiti route right now.
Mm-hmm. It does a little bit set him up for row 3, but he's on the other side of the map. So
yeah.
He'll have to be really fast. And he'll have to really commit to that, which I don't know how worth it'll be if it's not like a realistic bingo for him to get. Yeah, the
timings just don't work out. Like it's like the way that this has worked out like has really like it has definitely given Yomsa all this time to do the graffiti. Like it's very well timed to do it now and not doing it later or earlier.
It would be a risky bingo to go for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Like Ruyomii could go for it, but like it would. The problem with going for it is that it would then mean that you would be in this like, you would go into this panic mode where like you have to then make sure that you don't give up a bingo to Yomsa after pursuing your own bingo, because then you like potentially open a row 5, and then if Yomsa gets row 5, then suddenly your life ends, and like she already has a lead on RDH graffiti.
Yeah.
So it's like then you suddenly have to be on the defensive, and that might be even worse.
Actually, with Ruyomii picking up both of those Highway 0 souls, that denies any possible remaining bingos for Yomsa.
Yep.
So she's gonna have to rely on this graffiti that she's most of the way through.
Yeah, quite a clean one. So, like she should be able to finish this up and then go for one of the row 3 blocks.
She'll just have to make the right call about which block to go for.
She does actually have a lead on Ruyomii, so I feel like there's a big chance that she's just gonna go Kibo and just try and clean up as much from Kibo and pick up Boogie and then go for tape and see what happens.
Yeah, there's RDH graffiti marked.
Yeah, this is like the way this time look at how close this timing is. Like Yomsa's gonna have like just such a minor lead into Kibo. It depends though what Yomsa thinks. Like I don't know how Yomsa thinks this timing works out. You could also go bottom point if you think that Yomsa maybe is beating you to Kibo.
The play, it's probably to go to Kibo, because then from there you can deny both the row 3 and column 2 at once.
That's true.
I was gonna say, like, the power move from Ruyomii would be to go just for that column 2 instead, because the row 3 is a little more obvious.
It also just occurred to me that Yomsa probably wants to go to Kibo because Ruyomii has to do fence jump, and Yomsa can just... Oh! Unless Yomsa misses stall launch.
Unless she experiences a skill issue.
Though, because of how slow fence jump is, Yomsa basically gets to do one more attempt and then still be, like, vaguely ahead of Ruyomii.
Alright.
If she hits it... Oh, she's missing it! Ooh, this is awkward.
I think
Did Ruyomii miss it?
Too. Yeah.
Oh,
he messed up the death warp.
Uh-oh.
He's just gonna go normally, looks like.
Oh no, Yomsa. Okay, so... Okay, Yomsa is just abandoning. So this... Okay, so... Is this kind of the alternative version of this? So... The justification for going for bottom point... Wait, what's she doing?
Oh, she's just reloading for cams.
Okay. Well... Never mind.
But we're nearing the point where Ruyomii's gonna be ahead anyways, just from, like, trying the jump once and going.
Yeah, I think Yomsa just still wants to go for it, knowing that Ruyomii might miss. Oh, this is rough.
This was me and Rando earlier.
She's struggling.
This is sewers too, truly.
So... Yeah, giving up on everything in Kibo really sucks, but she does have the points lead, and getting, like, bottom point and then going for, like, sewers isn't, like, the worst thing in the world.
What I want Ruyomii to do is unlock Kibo and send Yomsa off to bottom point, and then while she's doing that, go for column 2 instead.
Yeah, Yomsa's also just having struggles with her movement. She might need to just, like, cut her losses and go to bottom point, because... This is, like, Ruyomii's about to get Boogie.
But she's so close.
Oh, there it is.
Hate to see it.
Ooh.
Is she gonna get boogled? Nice.
Oof. Okay, so the thing is that she does have the... Oh, well, I mean, it doesn't matter, actually. Bottom point tape is, like, literally at the start.
Yeah.
Not good, not... Yeah, it's very unfortunate.
How does Ruyomii react? He's going for the tape.
Oh, he's not thinking about it. He's not thinking about or he might just be going... What is he doing?
Please do the maniac play, I'm begging you. He might just be grabbing the tape to have.
Yep, Yomsa's also at the tape. Yep, Ryomii's just leaving.
Okay. So, then does he go into bottom point? I have to assume he does.
He has to. He pretty much has to. So...
So I don't think Yomsa has tricks unlocked yet, but she was here earlier, was she not? Yeah.
She was here earlier, but she did not unlock it while she was here.
Okay. So how quickly can Ruyomii do this? Can he maintain his head start?
I mean, unless he just doesn't know how to do del transferos quickly, I can't imagine him getting sniped to it.
You can also just unlock it on the way over.
That's true, but I don't know. Sometimes people forget. Sometimes people boom a trick. I've seen many a player boom. Okay. He's gonna slow down. Alright, he's slowing down. Yeah, there it is. So that's 15 points for Ruyomii. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points left, and there's no bingos left. So unless Yomsa somehow gets unless Yomsa gets every single square left, it is not looking good. And I see Yomsa standing still.
Yep, she's calling
Yomsa,
GG.
Yeah, saying that was depressing.
Actually, it's not. It's not over yet.
She is definitely GG'd though.
16 to win, so Ruyomii needs 1 more point.
Yeah, but I don't think Yomsa wants to deal with it. I think Yomsa's GG because she just doesn't want to, she thinks that, she needs to get all of the squares, basically. Yeah. Because there's only 6 squares left, so...
Yep, she's
that's unfair, or unfortunate, rather. It's just how it is.
Ruyomii
you have to try...
Still going.
I don't. Is Ruyomii even paying attention to the fact that Yomsa GG'd?
Nope, doesn't look like it.
Ruyomii, please check text chat. Where is he even going? All right, he's going for the souls, right? Right.
I'm gonna bring us back to the board preview.
Ruyomii, please.
Let me update our match score. Let me get us a new board. All that good stuff.
It was unfortunate because Yomsa was in a really good spot to win if she got either Boogie or Bottom Point Tricks 50, because then like she had the tape for Dogen already. And I don't know, had a shot at like picking up the other stuff as well, so it was pretty good position, but didn't quite work out. It's unfortunate. But
Yeah.
like that sometimes.
That was a very strategically interesting game, though.
Yeah, it's unfortunate it kind of just like fell apart in the end on execution, but yeah, it was definitely
Let me see if I can get my
interesting. Yes.
board reader update. There we go. Alright. New board. I'm gonna start counting our players in.
I spy with my little eye, or whatever the saying is,
Whatever the thing is.
that there is a singular, there's two fast Chuo souls and Hikage Air.
We have this
Now-
nice little T-shaped section of Dogen, or Shibuya area stuff, rather. Which is fun and
Skydino
exciting.
Graffiti. Skydino Graffiti, 99 Graffiti. Skydino is really stacked, actually.
Oh, it is.
Also, the top left, bottom right diagonal is two fast Chuo souls and then Highway 0. Which is kind of an...
That's a...
which is-
ooh. Interesting.
I think Chuo Air 4 is going to be kind of important because like it leads into a lot of pretty good bingos. Including also row 3, which has 4 Kogani things. I feel like like Chuo Air 4 like gonna give you a big tactical advantage if you go for it early. And I feel like with the affinity that both of these players have going to Shibuya-cho, I feel like there's definitely a large chance that we will see that turn into quite an interesting little thing. Yeah, both of them are going probably
Shibuya
straight to
first.
Chuo.
Yep. Yeah, this is an interesting board, for sure. The last one felt very non-linear. This one feels much more linear, and like there is objectively a right first call to be making.
Yomsa going for boostless bus jump and then boost dash into Chuo. I don't know if that's faster.
I know it's
Or if
faster if
Yomsa-
you're going into Hikage. I don't know about Chuo.
I think Yomsa just realized that Yomsa's not going for the tape first. Neither of them are
They're
going
both
for the
going
tape
south of
first,
Tayashi.
actually. Oh.
It would be interesting
Okay.
if they're both trying to rush that diagonal. Yomsa's just leaving, actually.
Yeah, I mean Yomsa realized that she's like behind on getting Air 4.
Yeah.
Getting sniped to 1 means that you're kind of screwed.
Ryomei's also on emulator, so he's got faster load times or whatever.
Oh, I didn't want to say it, but thank you for pointing it out. Yeah, also, you're always on emulator, which means that he also gets like an inherent lead.
Yeah.
Which means Yomsa now has to go probably to Sky Dino, maybe Highway 0.
Not to
The
Dark Side for
at
sure.
least. Dark Side is very stacked.
Dark Side, yeah, even if she lost the initial race to Chuo, like, she's ahead in the Dark Side, which is its own advantage.
So this is kind of this is how the board turned, or what the board is going to turn into, is that one player gets the Chuo soul, gets Chuo Air 4, and then the other player unfortunately has to then try and block bingos. Luckily, because of how stacked Sky Dino and Zero and everything are, we have a pretty like clear, what's the word I'm looking for? Clear path to doing so. So it's not the worst position to be in to get sniped above those squares first. But yeah.
Yeah. Is a little unfortunate for Yomsa to be marking her first square 2 minutes into the game, but 1v1 is slower paced anyways, so she'll be fine.
Yeah.
Ryomi is in Hikage.
Yeah, Ryomi seems to maybe want to go for threatening column 3, which is like not the worst play ever, but I feel like Yomsa is inevitably going to go there anyway. So I'm not 100% sure how much value it really has. But I mean, I guess if Yomsa went for Kogane, then it would have been really good. But I think because Yomsa went to Dark Side, I think it means that it's not going to have that much value, but we'll see how it works out. But yeah, Yomsa's going for the Highway Zero Souls.
I assume she'll go to Dino next, but...
Yeah, don't think she's going to go for Soda unlock. I think she's mostly getting these nice ones that are on the diagonals to, like, you know, block as many bingos as humanly possible quickly.
Yeah, Ryomi now going into Kogane, actually.
Yeah, so this is the one bingo that she can't block by being in Dark Side. It's row 3.
That's, yeah.
So
good.
Yeah, she might just leave to Kogane if she sees it, but it's a really rough bingo.
Yeah, that's good board awareness from Ryomi if that's what he's going for, and if he can make it work.
Seems like Yomsa's at least leaving Highway Zero, so...
I think did she get everything? Oh, no, she didn't get special.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but that's because, yeah, special doesn't have as much value for, like, blocking. But this is, yeah, like, this is the power of Air 4. Is that you suddenly have so much freedom to do anything. Problem only is that this row 3 bingo isn't that good.
Yeah.
It has grind 10 cube, and then Kibo lower platform under wires.
Yeah, that's not a convenient one to go for.
Yeah, like Eversy Point is good, but everything else is like kind of trash. So, Yomsa probably going to get just one of them. Who knows which one, but probably just get one of them. And then probably go back to Dark Side. That's probably like what you would want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like Ryomi is just going to get grind 10 just to threaten, which is a bit ballsy, but go
not
for that.
Going for cube unlock is not a terrible play though.
True. I don't know. I was thinking maybe he was going to go for a more threatening kind of thing, but Yomsa's going to go for top of station maybe, or maybe she's going to try it and then miss and then abandon. No, she's going to go for it. Okay, so she gets top of station, which blocks row 2, and maybe potentially sets up some weird row 2 thing in case weirdness ensues later on.
Good to be prepared for some future weirdness.
Ooh, she's going to go for Sauna as well.
Ooh.
This is a bit ballsy. Because this does give, like, Ryomi extra time, but he still has to do 3 different things. So
just to go to 3 different areas.
Yeah. I think Yomsa is just trying to cut this as close as possible, which I think is fair. Like, if you cut this very close, it means that Ryomi feels obligated to continue, like, pursuing row 3, while you just get points. And then now...
either she's pulling some mind games, or she doesn't see the bingo.
I think she's just trying to, like, cut it close.
Yeah. She's
Like,
caught up on
it.
points now, yeah. So...
Yeah, if you get just as many points, it means that you, like, can... Well, yeah, you can just... whatever. What's she doing? What is she doing? Whoa, where is she going? Where is she going? Screen doesn't freeze. She leaving?
She is. Where is she going?
I guess. I mean, maybe she wants to just start doing Sky Dino? Nope. She goes back. So, what does she do now? Now she has to guess cube unlock into a lower platform. Which one will she pick? Or will she choose to, like, wade in sewer?
Ryomi's going into Kibo. Bottom point is the better call for her because it can get her a little closer to that row 4, but also getting sniped to cube is a nightmare.
Oh, she's going to bottom point.
She made the right call. I don't know if she knows that it was the right call, but it was.
I think she just thinks that Ruyomii is 100% never in a 1,000 years doing cube unlock.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Successful
Honestly,
fence jump from Ruyomii this time.
Good read from Yomsa as well.
Yeah.
Because this will also give her 50 points on the way after cube race. So like Yomsa's doing a really good job of like getting as many points like during the time that Ruyomii's pursuing this pretty slow bingo.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a really interesting call. She's saying I'm not necessarily going to like drop everything to deny this bingo, but this isn't a great bingo and I'm going to like exploit the most of the slowness of this bingo.
Yeah. I think this is an interesting thing that I think maybe like beginners can probably pick up, like an important thing for beginners to pick up on is that often when you see a bingo, you feel the need to immediately stop it. And the thing is that like the moment that your opponent knows that you're stopping it, they can completely stop and completely abandon this bingo. Like,
yeah. Knowing when you
just,
need to do something is an important bingo skill. Knowing when you don't need to do something urgently is also like an equally important skill. Like knowing when you can hold off for a second and grab some other points.
Yeah, exactly. Because this like means that Yomsa is like got RDH, Sauna, and top of station, and now is going to be like has picked up nice things to block extra bingos to get extra points. And now she is going to get cube unlocks. She's going to get bottom points as well. There's also a chance that Ruyomii doesn't see this and thinks, or like doesn't foresee this. I don't know if that's going to happen, but
if Ruyomii gets himself stuck in cube race, I will laugh so hard. I don't think the timing is going to work out.
Okay,
but...
yeah, the timing is not going to work out, but he is going to be in bottom point, which is going to be very good for Yomsa, because that means that Yomsa has extra time to play with, because Yomsa just gets cube unlock. See,
I don't think the timing's gonna work out for
okay.
Yeah. For
Ruyomii leaves
in,
but it means
Yeah, he didn't do the warp first, so he can leave quickly.
Yeah, but it just means that Yomsa isn't gonna be as far behind going back into dark side, which will work out since it helps her not be as ridiculously far behind. And the thing is now, right? She's picked up points 50. She's on points 50, and now she has her own threatened bingo with row 4.
Yeah, I was noticing that.
And Chuo Cubby is not great. Sky Dino is like good to go for, but it's not perfectly ideal. Yeah, so there's kind of weird stuff. There's still the column 3 bingo. There's a bunch of weird stuff that still is like on the board for bingos, also for Ruyomii, but
Ruyomii could go for column 3. Yomsa could go for column 4, but neither of them are all that appealing.
Yeah, we'll see how this. Once again, it's just going to depend on what Ruyomii does. This is unfortunately a very reactive game for Yomsa, thanks to the Chuo starts.
Yeah. Ruyomii heading out to dark side. I'm wondering if he's gonna go start Dino Graffiti to make up the points that he didn't get with the bingo that got denied, or something to that effect. Like his bingo points didn't work out, so he's like, might as well go get Graffiti.
I think you have to go for Sky Dino. It gives you so many points, and it forces.
I'm surprised nobody went to Dino earlier.
It's just nobody. It's just that that Ruyomii didn't go for it was kind of weird, but Yomsa never really got the opportunity to, because like Yomsa's just been trying to not get owned. So Yomsa's just probably going to go over to Highway 0, pick up Special, which luckily isn't going to take that long for her since she's already unlocked it, so she can just show up, pick it up, and then leave. But yeah, she's going to be giving up like 5 points to Ruyomii, depending on how fast does Sky Dino Graffiti.
Yeah.
Which isn't great.
Yeah, she really needs to deny that column 1 bingo. But even then, she'll have to figure out a way to make up for the points that she's losing. Oh, she's going into Dino also.
Is she gonna try and contest Sky Dino Graffiti?
That's a bold strategy for sure.
That is very bold. Maybe just gonna try and get under Bronto? I mean, that's maybe a thing you could do, but
he just
we always pick that up too. I mean, maybe, I guess, seeing platform near starting Spire and under Bronto does inform one thing, and that's that Ryomi isn't doing the normal graffiti route.
Mm-hmm.
Which if you're, yeah, she's just gonna go straight for graffiti. This is a ballsy strategy, but it does make sense if based on what you see Ryomi doing, because Ryomi is not going for like Ryomi went for default and then is going to now start the graffiti route, and that
she'll
makes
be
sense.
at an advantage if Ryomi goes for the graffiti too. This is not
Also,
a long route.
Also, I don't know what Ryomi's doing. Ryomi has been falling for like the last hour.
That's an out of.
And has been doing no graffiti.
There's an out of map there, but what is he doing? Good
Don't
sir.
know. So this is a very I like this strat. This is very informed by Yomsa, I think, playing a lot against Krabby, where
the
where
strategy
it's
here
not,
is good.
Yeah, the strategy is good, but the strategy is also extremely like risk taking.
Mm-hmm.
Which, to be fair, if you're in a position like Yomsa is right now, where like you're so far behind the entire time, it makes sense to take risks at this point, because otherwise you're just gonna like lose by not a lot of points, which is just gonna suck. Oh yeah, you're right. This is a new Skydino graffiti route, by the way, so pay attention. This is new stuff. New tech, indeed.
Yeah, if she can do this without like messing anything up, she's got this. Going for this was pretty risky, but it'll pay off if she can make it work.
Okay, Ryomi's actually just, I mean,
Ryomi's
honestly,
a little lost.
Yeah, Yomsa could have just been doing this. Could have been doing this slow and probably been fine. But yeah, like this is definitely like this is, I think, a really like also a good idea of like playing aggressively when you have to, because you have to just play aggro when you're behind, and like especially with the position that Yomsa's in, like you're so like giving up 5 points to Ryomi just means you're gonna lose like by like 2-3 points at the end.
Yeah.
Unless you somehow get a bingo, which is like almost impossible.
If she was getting Dino Spray also lets her keep going for that row 4 bingo if she wants it. She just has to go get Chiro Cubby. If she was just trying to deny Ryomi's bingo, she could have just gone for Highway 0, but this is a better play for her if it works
very
out.
Clean.
Yeah,
very
that was a
clean
good route
Skydino
also.
graffiti. Yeah, very good stuff. New route, very well executed.
All right.
Maybe is she gonna do the out of bounds? Yeah, she's gonna go do the warp back. And Ryomi, so if you're Ryomi, you now want to find your way back soon. Okay, so he's just gonna go onto the rail and just find his way back that way. But yeah, like even Yomsa's gonna have like it's gonna be out out of Skydino first as well, and now has a points lead, and now can just go get Cubby and get a bingo. And this is just like the swing you have to make. Like,
yeah, she turned that game around very quickly.
Yeah,
that was an incredible play.
It's what you have to do, because otherwise you just lose. Yeah, like you don't want to just like run or
And there's not really any way Ryomi could have seen that coming either. I feel like if I was in his position, I would have thought she was just gonna go for Highway 0. That seems like the more sensible option. So sometimes doing the slightly insane play is worth it.
Yeah, it's definitely like it's rough. It's rough to be in Ryomi's position here, because like the timings are so close that even if he did the perfect graffiti route, he still would have lost. Like.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to be able to know that like the timings work out just like this, that Yomsa has a perfect time to get it, but like it's just not what you can do. It's just unfortunate. But yeah, so Yomsa's gonna go straight to Cubby. I feel like if you're Ryomi, you probably assume you're gonna get beaten to Cubby, and I feel like you just need to like block other bingos, or maybe even start like 99th graffiti or something, as opposed to chase for Chuo. But I mean, because like Yomsa's pretty far ahead.
Mm-hmm.
He seems to actually be. Where is he going?
Where is he going? Is he
skill issuing? I think he's just skill issuing. Yeah, he's just skill issuing.
Yep.
Nice. So
this game and the previous game feel very nice after the absolute chaos that we've had. It's good to see some like genuinely very interesting bingo.
So there's the bingo.
It's 3 more points to win, assuming no more bingos.
Though there is still the row 1 bingo, and there's also technically column 4, but obviously that doesn't really matter for the win conditions. That's a Yomsa bingo and not a Ruyomii bingo. Is Yomsa gonna do the out of bounds? I want to see the out of bounds. Come on.
Give us
the out of bounds.
Boo! Never mind, you suck. Boo!
Boo! But it's fine. It's all right.
Ruyomii going for 13 platforms.
I mean, I guess if you get it first try, I mean, it's fine.
It's the biggest meme of the season.
Yeah, hey, I got a first try in my game, so I'm sure you can get a first try too. But yeah, I wonder where. So Yomsa has 6 points lead, which means that Yomsa can just kind of do whatever. Yomsa's gonna go for Chua points or Chua tricks.
Yeah, Yomsa just has to not lose her advantage at this point. She probably wants to resist the temptation to go for all of the, like, complete obliteration strats. Sometimes you go for that and it does not work out so well for you.
Kind of surprised Ruyomii isn't just trying to, like... Oh no, Yomsa messes up the tricks 30 unlock. But I'm surprised that Ruyomii isn't just like going and attempting to get the row 1 bingo. I mean, it is scary, but like it does force, you know, like it makes Yomsa like a known quantity of where she is.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, did not get 13 platforms first try, so now Ruyomii gets to go past everywhere. Probably got ramped. Oh my god, he's so lucky. He's so lucky that he did not just lose it.
Yeah, I feel like when you're going against strategies kind of as bold as the ones Yomsa has been using, you gotta go equally bold. He's really gotta go for that column, or that row 1.
It's not even that it's like really bold, it's also just like it forces your opponent to do things. And like you know 100% that there's only one thing Yomsa could be doing, and that is blocking your bingo.
Yeah, you can't let her get comfortable here with this much of a lead.
Also, I'm pretty sure that if Yomsa just gets 99th graffiti, I'm pretty sure she just wins. Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points left on the board.
It's 17 to win, so yeah,
yes.
A graffiti would win it for her.
She wanted to go to sewers and now has decided to go anywhere else because I think she's realized her win condition. No?
Nope.
Okay.
Going back to sewers.
I hate when people do this. Stop doing this.
There's only 1 point to... Oh, she's going to deny the bingo. Okay, that's fine.
That's also fair.
That's fine, I guess. Sewers does seem like the least likely square for Ruyomii to go for first if he was to go for that bingo, so like, that makes sense.
Unfortunately, Ruyomii is doing 99th graffiti, so it doesn't really matter. Also, Ryomii's doing a route.
Easily the route of all time.
I guess it's fine. He's doing a route, the route basically, but a slightly different start, so it's fine.
I didn't realize you could get to that spray from that direction. I thought it was walled off.
Yeah, it's walled off in rando. That's why you don't know it, because you don't do it in rando.
I've got rando brain route.
Rando brain. Okay, never mind. He's definitely doing a slow route, but it's fine. But yeah, like Yomsa is gonna get 1 square and then gonna get another square, and then she wins.
Yep. Yeah, she just needs 2 squares to win. So if especially if she denies this bingo.
Yeah. I was gonna say good job on getting a clean climb, but I'm pretty sure that at this point she could have missed the climb for like a year and it would have been fine.
Yeah, Ruyomii is not even in the area.
Yeah, like this, like that Sky Dino graffiti play was so value.
Insane.
It was so value that like now the game is literally like over.
Yeah. I hope Yomsa comprehends how giant her brain is.
I'm pretty sure she gets it.
All she does is win.
It's a very good. It's a very like it's a very good play that just is brought out of, or like that is stems from just like extreme desperation. Like you can't do. There was no really other play you could be doing. Honestly, like looking back at it, I think there's honestly no other play you should be doing in this situation.
Yeah, Ruyomii
Like,
needs everything left on the board to win.
Yeah, like there's literally there's literally nothing he can do. Like he has to snipe Yomsa to every single square. This is literally it's now literally what Yomsa had in game 1, where Yomsa needed to get every square. Now it's Ruyomii that has to snipe every square.
And yeah, so abandoning 99th, presumably because he has realized he needs everything else on the board. I think if Yomsa wanted to do just the safe play, she probably should have gone Dogen just to pick up like her last soul. But
yeah,
she has enough of an advantage that it would be very hard for her to lose this.
Yeah.
She's going into Highway 0. Maybe we'll get like a nice soda race snipe, just for fun now that the game is all but decided. Nope, she's just gonna go for special.
Fair.
Oh, because she already had it unlocked, right? Forgot she opened
sure,
the game by going here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I initially was talking about like not having to contest Sky Dino, because you can just you can get some squares and then wait until Ruyomii marks one, like Sky Dino can just pick up special, like sniping special. But yeah, that's the game.
Game win.
Good stuff to Yomsa, making it 1-1, managing to win after basically having
not a fantastic start.
it was literally the worst start. I mean, or like it's not even the worst start. It was a game that was so like heavily weighted in favor of who got Chuo Air Fort.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was kind of surprised that both of them went for South of Hayashi. Like if I saw this board, I would have gone for Air 4 and just didn't go for South of Hayashi. Like, cause Air 4 was just so ridiculously valued. There is so much value there.
We were pointing out a couple of like easy bingos at the start, and none of those really got pursued. So that was interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a big fan of this chat that's happening between Ruyomii and Yomsa. Yomsa asking where Ruyomii was during Sky Dino, and then asks Ruyomii like, how did you not make it to Cubby? Your loading screens are 0.5 seconds long because you're on emulator. But it's like Ruyomii did not get the went out the slow way, so he was super late. So it's a Cubby.
Oh, let me update that match score. Alright, going to game 3. Let me make sure all the things are updated. We have lots of graffiti this time. Okay.
Ooh, okay. Interesting board,
Just the regional highlight. Let me count our players in. Krabby immediately pointing out Shibuya Cubby.
Yeah,
alright.
Shibuya Cubby, Shibuya Spray, 99's graffiti, Suer's graffiti, Dogen graffiti.
Lots of dark side. Just interesting.
It's
not like super stacked, but like not bad. Oh no, that is stacked, actually. And then, so we have 2 relatively quick graffitis and 2 way longer ones.
This is an interesting board as well. Apologies for the yawn.
Oh yeah, it's like 2 in the morning for you, isn't it?
It's 1 a.m. It's 1 a.m. It's not that bad.
Okay.
But It's an interesting board. I'm not 100% sure how people will start. I guess it'll start with Shibuya Cubby. I have the feeling that there's a 50% chance that Yomsa will not contest Shibuya Cubby, and that
Ruyomii does just
Ruyomii
say
is going to
lol
get
in the
that.
chat.
Yeah, that he's just going to get it free. Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting, is that that Yomsa isn't going to contest it. To be fair, Cubby isn't that valuable on this board. It's just a point.
Yeah.
And
does Yomsa call that she can't go to Shibuya first and go to Darkside?
Actually, you know what? I love this. I'm pretty sure Yomsa thinks that Ruyomii is not gonna go to Shibuya because Ryomii's like, Yomsa can't possibly be contesting me to this because, you know, I have emulator loads. So Yomsa, actually no, Yomsa's going for the tape first. This is really funny. This is a really funny situation.
This is both people are like triple bluffing here.
I'm not sure if Ryomii's really triple bluffing, but Yomsa is just gonna benefit from it just being completely uncontested to Shibuya, thinking that Ryomii's gonna go for Cubby, but actually Yomsa just gets both points for free.
I know. Go ahead.
Yeah, might even go for Shibuya Graffiti. I'm not 100% sure on that, but like this gives Yomsa the first 2 points of the game, and Ruyomii goes straight into Highway 0, which is fair. It's stacked, but it is not a great positional advantage since, you know, you need to like leave all the way to.
Yeah. I mean, there
we'll
are
see how Yomsa exactly
other
responds.
souls in Highway 0 for him to grab.
There's a lot left on this board.
I saw the other day in the bingo channel, Acebat sent the Princess Bride Battle of Wits scene. What this bingo match feels like.
Fair.
Alright, so after grabbing her 2 quick Shibuya souls, Yomsa has also headed out to Darkside, because that is where all of the points are.
So Ruyomii never picked up left alley near tall sign. He just went for directly under entrance, which is a bit concerning since this means Yomsa could just pick it up and then
just the
leave.
center square, but like if you're already there, you might as well.
Because this does open up a potential row 1 bingo for Yomsa, and
that's true.
And with her being in Darkside, it's not that bad of a bingo to go for all of a sudden, since points 40 is not that slow.
What's interesting about that row 1 is that the remaining 3 squares are all in completely separate areas of the board, and it's still not a terrible bingo to go for.
Yeah.
It has a graffiti and requires you to go to every area of the board, and it's still pretty viable.
Let's see. Maybe he wants to go for this diagonal? No. I mean, there's a diagonal from top right to bottom left, which is 40k Dogen. Yeah, okay, no. Yomsa's just leaving. Still, maybe Yomsa just goes to. I don't know. Yomsa has a lot of freedom of movement here. Like, I mean, for one thing, Yomsa's literally in garage, but also like Yomsa has a lot of potential openings to pursue, while Ruyomii doesn't really have those. The bingos that Ruyomii potentially has now is row 2 and row 3, that both have a graffiti in it, which isn't great.
She's going to Dogen.
She's going to pick up tape and then go for Dogen spray, maybe, or just pick up the tape and leave. I mean, picking up the tape regardless is pretty good. Like, special might become a weirdo square that might need to help you. She's gonna go. Okay, she's gonna she's at least pre-spraying and going for the tape. Which I guess she also
quick.
She has Yeah, I think I've talked about it in the channel today that Dogen is like deceptively fast. I think people forget, like, people see Dogen as, you know, this level where you're like stuck forever. When you're, you know, like,
yeah.
Well, no, sorry, but like because it's linear, you know, like it's like scary to go into because, you know, you're trapped in it. But like it's pretty fast. Like the video that Yomsa made is like 2 minutes long, which is like Shibuya length. It's just a little bit different in Shibuya because you can't leave it. Convenient. It's still pretty good. So
looks like she's for the special least unlocking the special.
Yeah, I think Yomsa just also Sorry, go for it.
Taking the pro strat of only unlocking special, also not like trekking
Yeah.
on the rail.
Yeah, I feel like Yomsa maybe is just like trying to use the time that she's gotten by getting these squares to be like, so what's Ruyomii doing? I'm just gonna kind of chill, just go for a clean, simple little graffiti route, and then just take those points and then see what happens afterwards.
Not a terrible strategy for sure.
Yeah, she now knows that Ruyomii is in Highway 0, so she can just kind of continue to do this. Potentially even go for like Shibuya graffiti afterwards as well, since she just has like, you know, as I said, like this freedom of movement that Ruyomii doesn't have since he's in the very back of Dark Side.
Yeah.
So
the Dogen and Shibuya early graffiti would be like a little bit of a risky play just because you're committing yourself to a solid couple of minutes of doing graffiti, but also it would be really valuable if she can pull it off.
Yeah, for one, the getting the graffiti itself is kind of nice because it, you know, it opens it opens up row 4 for you, but it also means that you can you block row 3 with special, and potentially open up column 5. Okay, no, right. Ruyomii still has to pick that up. I've been kind of looking at Trash Pit and wondering like when is Ruyomii gonna pick up Trash Pit, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that the only Highway 0 thing he hasn't grabbed special?
Yeah, he also needs to pick up special. That's why he's in the market area, because he wants to pick up special. I think.
To get cans to boost.
Yeah. I see. Yeah, so Yomsa's about to finish graffiti, thanks to the fact that she's already like pre-sprayed parts of it when she got the tape earlier. So she just has to spray the 1L, and then she's gonna get graffiti, then she's gonna get special, and then she's gonna move perhaps to sewers. I'm not really sure exactly what she wants to do after this, but like there is still the row 2 bingo that you do have to solve in some way, shape, or form. But like it still is, you know, a bingo that has 99 graffiti in it, so it's a bit awkward, but we'll see exactly how she wants to deal with it.
Yeah. I don't think that's too much of an active threat at the moment, but
yes.
It'll be good for her to like keep an eye on it for sure.
She might go for it since there's also Sewers Air 4 next to it, so it's like not the worst thing to go for. And there are like other Kogani things to go for.
What's interesting is that Ruyomii has actually already denied all of her bingos, it looks like.
Yeah.
So good on the board control from Ruyomii, but Yomsa, let's see if she can like still respond to that. So it doesn't look like he's gonna be able to get any bingos either unless he goes for that row 2, which is tough.
Okay, so he almost picks up points 40k, which is just a point. It's an empty point. It doesn't lead to any bingos, doesn't block anything, but it's still a point to get while Ryumi's going into Shibuya, going for Shibuya graffiti perhaps?
That would be a good response to her getting Dogen.
Yeah, he's doing Busa's Rush Up. He's going for Shibuya graffiti, which, yeah, it's a fast couple points. That is going to be an equalizer. Or actually, no, it isn't, because Sewer restricts 45 and Air 4. So unless Yomsa booms the climb, which unfortunately is a very realistic possibility thanks to Sewers being Sewers, but pulls it off cleanly, she should be able to basically be a point ahead of Ruyomii without Ruyomii having any of the bingo threats that he has had for most of this game.
Yeah. If she denies that row 2, then he's only got column 1, and he only has one thing in it. And let's see, he's going for Shibuya spray now, but he would then have to go to Chuo, Kibo, and SDPP, which is no fun.
All right, clean climb from Yomsa, so that problem has been solved. No calamities there. These will be clean. Oh, Ryomi's actually getting hit by some cars.
Hate to see it.
Also,
all right.
is he doing the normal graffiti route? Yeah, It's fine.
I haven't been paying too much attention to his
I think so.
screen. I usually just assume Shibuya is the same every time.
Yeah, he just got hit by a car, so I was kind of confused, like, why he got hit by a car, but I think it's fine.
All
So, Yomsa has already gotten the points, while Ruyomii is still doing Shibuya graffiti. Which means Yomsa, once again, gets to kind of just decide what she wants to do. She probably has figured out that Ruyomii is doing a graffiti route, unless she thinks that she's sniped Ruyomii to Sewer's tricks. I don't think she thinks that Ruyomii was legitimately considering it, but who knows? But regardless, Yomsa will have the point lead even after this, and definitely also has just the general like movement, or like just has the jump on the next square. So Ryomii's gonna have to make quick decisions. Maybe you want to just do like 99th graffiti, just get big points, because like the only thing that
That's what she's up to.
here it is. Yeah, because like there's like the only bingo that Ruyomii can still do is column 1, which is kind of trash.
Yeah.
Like think the moment that Yomsa sees any of the squares in did she just miss the L? I think she missed the L, but that's fine.
No, you have to like loop back around for it anyways.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like I think the moment that she sees that like one of those squares get marked, she's like, all right, I guess it's time for me to go and pick up one of the other ones and then go back to 99th graffiti whenever I feel like doing that. So
yeah, it's interesting. It's felt kind of like Yomsa has been a step ahead this whole game, but the score is still very close.
Yes.
Obviously, it will be a little less close if this 99th graffiti goes well, but still, like, the score is 11-10.
Yeah.
Oh, Ruyomii also starting this graffiti. That maybe makes this a little less close.
That is very awkward.
Yeah, that, unfortunate.
So I'm trying to remember, so is he gonna... Okay, so he's gonna do kind of his own little route that he's doing, but yeah, he's behind by like 45 seconds. So
10 sprites.
and also Yomsa is doing like the new routes, and and Ruyomii is not. So it's gonna be not great. This is gonna put Ruyomii in a really bad spot.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps thinking that maybe Yomsa is in Gibo, denying the other bingo, but like not that realistic of a bingo. Like I'm not sure.
It's gonna come down to whether he realizes that he's racing her to this, which is kind of a hard call to make. But
like yeah.
If he figures out like, okay, she hasn't marked something in a really long time, she might be doing this again. Oh my god, Twitch, stop giving me ads. I'm gonna cause problems.
I feel like when you're doing graffiti routes, I feel like your brain can be so focused on remembering the graffiti route sometimes that I wouldn't even blame Ruyomii if he does this entire graffiti route and suddenly it's just like, oh, right, Yomsa hasn't marked anything for a while, so...
Yeah. But also, she was just in sewers, so if he sees her not marking anything for a little while, he might just assume she's doing sewer graffiti. Which is unfortunate.
Not great.
Yeah. This is kind of unfortunate, because there's not really a good way for him to, like, know that he's being contested to this, but this is... It won't necessarily cost him the entire game, but, like, it will make it significantly harder for him to win, for sure.
Yes.
You hate to see it. I don't know what else to say.
I mean, no, 100%. I agree fully. You hate it. Alright, so how can Ruyomii still win?
Here's how Ruyomii can still win.
So it's going to be 3 points, so it's going to be 14-10, and then it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points. Left
Score to
on
win
the
is
board.
17.
Ooh. I mean, if I'm Yomsa, and honestly, I'm not Yomsa, so I'm 100% confident that Yomsa isn't going to do this. But if I was Yomsa, I would do 99's graffiti, then just sewers run it.
That would win. Yeah.
There it is. There it is marked, and Ryomii's now thinking, oh no.
Yeah, so Ruyomii can
fuck.
still win. He needs sewers, graffiti, and 4 other squares. So Yomsa needs to get 3 squares and she wins. Or sewers, graffiti.
Yeah.
Looks like she's heading out to Darkside, to Skyscraper. So SDPP and floating pink half pipes will be 2 of those 3 squares, presumably. Ruyomii then needs everything else.
Yep. So Ryomii's gonna go not to Darkside. Ryomii's gonna go presumably to Kogane.
Okay. So him not going to Darkside means he doesn't die instantly.
His life does not in fact end before he even knows it. It's
Yeah.
true. He does have a slight chance. The only problem is
He's got a chance, it'll be tough.
the problem only here with this is
Is he running for
that-
sewers? I have to assume he is.
yes, I mean that's like honest. I mean that's what I was like I would do. But again, oh, what did I just push off my table? Oh, it's fine. Yeah, like, but I'm unfortunately not Yomsa, so I'm not sure if what I'm saying makes sense, or rather makes sense in the context of the metagame of bingo.
Yeah. Let's see. She needs... She has Air 4 left to do out this way. Don't think she has the tape, but it spawns on the other side anyways, so she's fine. Alright, can Ruyomii do the sewers and also get everything else on the board? Place your
Don't
bets.
think so. I think honestly, if you
Nice job,
oh
Yomsa.
Yomsa. So, I think this is the problem with with Ryomii's position is that there isn't really a good play. Like, on
Yeah.
the one hand, you could be like, let's do sewers, but unfortunately, like, if you're doing sewers, okay, yeah, Ruyomii kind of realizes that like kind of just like randomly pre-sprays a thing, sewers, and then just runs it straight to FRZ and just hopes that he like sniper to everything and then like have the lead in sewers. You can't just like do. The only situation where doing sewers is the play is if your opponent is also doing sewers,
Yeah.
which isn't right now. Ruyomii, in fact,
Ruyomii,
is...
where are you going?
Ruyomii is getting, maybe not getting lost, but kind of getting lost in the sauce.
Alright, Ruyomii needs everything else on the board to win, I think.
Alright, well, probably going to get Doopsel, and then he's going to go to Shibuya-cho and hope that he knows which one Yomsa's going for. Dice roll begins.
Yomsa can also, if she wants to be really mean, can just go to Shibuya and wait between Hikage and Chuo
I mean,
to
I
see
don't
which
even
one
think
he
that's...
marks. And
I don't even think that's mean. I think that's the actual optimal play. That is, I mean, that's what, that's the thing that I was complaining about, like when we were talking about doing a 1v1 season, is that I thought it was really annoying that like the end of the game often revolves into just sitting there in garage and then doing the other one, but like pretty much that's what Yomsa could do. Seems that Ruyomii actually has started sewers again. So there's actually no dice roll. We have actually falsely implied that this was going to happen. Actually, what's gonna happen is Yomsa's gonna get a square and win with no drama at all.
Yep. Yeah, Ruyomii didn't
Ignore
even...
the honking outside of my house, sorry.
Yeah, Ruyomii didn't even go to Shibuya, so...
Yeah, no drama. Yomsa's actually just going to get grind 20 and then it's it. Then it's over.
Yeah. Alright, so with this square, it'll be a Yomsa win. Unless her Xbox explodes in the next 5 seconds. I do like that my music player has spit out some very energetic music for this very relatively chill part of the game.
Amazing. I can't hear any of it though. Wah.
It's okay, it's the Lethal League soundtrack.
Oh, I see. Makes sense.
Alright. Yeah, these have been very interesting matches though. This one, not quite as much as the first two, but the first two had some really interesting strategy going on. Alright, with that, that's a Yomsa win. Here.
There were a lot of layers in this here match. It's amazing how deep strategy can be when things happen in the match. You know, like
wild how that works.
Like things happen.
I love when that is what happens.
Congratulations, Yomsa, for winning her second match, winning 2-1 over Ruyomii after beating Solding 2-0. Now he had 2-1 against Ruyomii, one of the more interesting matches. Obviously, rematch, finals. And once again, Team Fortress comes out supreme. So, good shit, Yomsa. Good shit.
Good shit.
Congratulations to Yomsa also for successfully being able to avenge Daft7, who lost to Ruyomii in a match for the ages last week.
The bingo match of all time.
The most match of all. We've all seen. We've seen it. It was a match.
It sure did happen. Let me pause the timer.
Daft, this one's for you.
This one's for you.
Amazing.
Alright, here, look at this. Victory.
Now go touch grass, says Ruyomii.
Daft, this one's for you. I know you're watching from above.
I can't believe Daft is fucking dead.
That match just killed Daft, actually.
I can't believe Daft is dead. He's just fucking over. It's just all over for Daft. He's in that beautiful place above called Iowa.
Truly unfortunate. Okay, looks like neither of our players are interested in talking about the match. But, yeah, so we can wrap up the stream. Those were some very interesting matches, though. That was very satisfying after the absolute chaos of the last week of bingo.
Indeed.
You were joking about this being the first real match, and it did kind of feel like the first.
Well, no. That's not what I said. I said that this was going to be the first, real stacked match. And the first real match was A-Spats Nation.
That one also, yeah.
Match.
Some of the matches have felt like fever dreams. But...
Yeah, no, the A-Spats Nations match was just weird in the way that it played out, but it was a real bingo match. It was just unfortunately a bingo match where one of the players kind of just fell apart during the game, but it was a real actual bingo match where it wasn't really one-sided, like my match or Yomsa's match against Soldi or whatever the fuck Ruyomii Daft's fucking
that was a fever dream.
It felt like
I have yet to recover from that.
It
sure did
happen. I don't know what that was. It was a match that most definitely happened. It felt like a Twilight Zone episode,
It
except
did.
like the question was, what if a video game match never ended? What if it just didn't end?
That match was holding me hostage.
What if people played a bingo match that took so long that
you aged
both
30 years and died in the process?
Exactly. Like that match took 2 hours.
Yeah.
The Bingo Season 3 finals that went Game 5 took like an hour and like 40 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, 1v1 takes longer anyways, but...
That's true. But still, 5 games versus 3 games? That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
But that was, yeah, good games today. I'm still thinking about that Skydino Graffiti play. That was powerful.
Such a good play.
Such a good play. Alright. I don't have anything else to say. If you don't have anything else to say, I think we can call it.
I would like to give a thank you to my teammate from Season 3, Yomsa, for taking home the W.
True. All she does is win.
Dab, dab, dab. All I do is win. What else? That's
all
it.
The jokes.
That's all the jokes.
We have a couple more matches coming up this week. None of them are scheduled yet, but we will see our other North American round robin. We have Suldi playing against 7th Ace for their first match. And then we've got Krabby versus Kev. Sorry about that one. And Nago will be playing against Ace Bats. So keep an eye out for those. Other than that, I think we can call it. Good night, nerds.